Hi Aquarius, welcome to your 2014 year ahead astrology forecast. Now, you go into 2014 with a lot of positive energy in your favor. Mars, which is in Libra for 8 months, which is a sister sign to you. Libra is 9 signs from you, and Libra rules the area of your life that has to do with future vision, your truth, your wisdom, your beliefs, your spirituality, expansion of consciousness, travel, higher education, teaching, using the internet to market your products and services, using the internet to reach out and connect with soulmates and light workers throughout the world. Mars will be in this area until July 27th, and then Mars will enter your career sector, your 10th house of career and destiny. Now, Mars is a major player in 2014. Mars in Libra is kicking off the Pluto-Uranus square, and Jupiter is also involved because Jupiter is in Cancer. So Mars in Libra is forming a grand square with Pluto and Uranus, and Mars is squaring Pluto, it's squaring Jupiter and opposing Uranus. So this is 4 squares and 2 oppositions, and so we go into January and it's kind of intense because the Capricorn new moon is squared by Mars and Pluto and Uranus and Jupiter. So 4 squares, 2 oppositions. And for you, it has to do with your lower mind, how you think, how you talk to yourself, how you talk to others, social media, speaking, writing, teaching. That's where your ruling planet is, Uranus, who is actually in favor for you because Uranus is in Aries, and Aries is a fire sign and it harmonizes with you. So Uranus is actually working for you. Jupiter is in the area of work and health, which is favorable. Mars is in the area of higher mind, higher education, super consciousness. So lower consciousness or consciousness, higher consciousness. Uranus is in the lower consciousness. Mars is in the higher consciousness. Mars is in Libra, harmonizes with you. Pluto is in the area of working behind the scenes, the spiritual. Jupiter and Pluto are in the spiritual areas, service to the planet, Jupiter. Pluto in the area of working behind the scenes and also unfinished business and how you get in your own way. Venus is there smoothing things out. Venus will be there until March 6th. Venus is retrograde all of January and February. Venus retrogrades till January 31st. And then February, we have Mercury retrograde in your sign. So if you can wait on making major moves, I would wait until Mercury goes direct March 1st, but then Mars goes retrograde. But Mars is easier to handle than Mercury or Venus retrograde because Venus is what you love and value. Venus is your money. And when she's retrograde, it's not a good time to start a new job or creative projects because it's in reverse. And when it's in reverse, we don't have all the facts. And what you like, you won't like when she goes direct. We change. We're like, oh, I was really into chocolate, now I'm into vanilla. Or I was really into strawberry, now I really want chocolate. So it's kind of like that. So it's best to wait until the planet is direct to take action. When Mercury's retrograde, and it's going to be retrograde in your own sign, it starts in Pisces, and then it retrogrades into Aquarius February 26th through 28th, so it's very personal for you. And so it's not a good time for you to start something new because the facts aren't there, the details aren't there, and you'll change it later. Now, if you're out of work and you need to take a job, take it because you can always change it up later. However, if you can afford to wait, I would wait until Mercury goes direct. I would actually wait until Mars goes direct. But that's going to be so much retrograde because Venus is retrograde all of January. Then Mercury is retrograde all of February. Well, most of February. But it doesn't matter because it has a shadow period. So most of February. and then Mars goes retrograde. However, you can't wait forever, so it would be best to do something new if you have to with Mars retrograde, to launch under Mars retrograde. Because Mars will be retrograde from March 1st till May 20th. So some of us may not feel like the new year starts until July. The most intense times of the year are going to be this January and then April and October. Now, the Pluto, Uranus, Jupiter, this stuff is going on for you. It has more to do with your service to the planet, finishing unfinished business, working with your superconscious mind, working with your subconscious mind, working with your conscious mind, working with all of you, pulling in your spirituality. You may find that you're very sensitive to other people's energies, and that's okay. Boundaries. Move away from others. Especially with this Capricorn new moon, there are going to be a lot of egos, right, fighting. Don't be involved with it. You got a call, you have to go. Whatever your excuse to excuse yourself, use it, because you're going to find that this energy can suck the life out of you. And other people's negativity or toxicity can suck the life out of you. And you need boundaries. You need to insulate yourself from other people. You need to insulate yourself from their drama, their negativity, whatever their, brouhaha is. You don't need to be involved in it. You need to nourish and nurture you and take care of you and make sure you have the energy to do what you need to do. Because many of you are contending with Saturn. Saturn is in the area of your life that has to do with your reputation in the world, your profession in the world, your destiny in the world. And Saturn has been squaring your sun, like the Leos. The Leos and the Aquarians have just been getting whacked by Saturn. And with Saturn restricts your energy. Saturn restricts your life force. So when Saturn squares your sun or your Aquarian planets, you don't have as much energy to work with, because Saturn wants you focused on your work, your reputation, your profession in the world, your achievement in the world, what you're doing in the world. You don't have time for other people's brouhaha or their dramas or whatever they want to suck you into. So don't let them. Insulate yourself. It's okay if you want to be a monk, if you want to, be a Buddha in the ashram, you know what I mean? Because you get that 12th house thing going on, and for the first 6 months of 2014, Jupiter's in an area of behind the scenes. So you may feel you really do want to be behind the scenes for a portion of this year, and really, working on your projects, working on yourself, working out, taking care of yourself, and not being involved in big social parties and get-togethers and relationship involvements. You may want to be just really focused on your projects and your goals and what you want to achieve. And that's a good place for you. So trust your instincts, trust your intuition. They're strong for you, they work for you, and it will pay off for you. Some of you may start a new home-based business in 2014. And, you're just going to notice you're more sensitized to everything. Your vibration is increasing. Your psychic abilities are increasing. Your intuition is increasing. And you don't need to be around negative people that aren't visionaries. Aquarians are visionaries. And I'm a visionary. And that's why I've included these tools here for you. Your personal vision path and shift for visionaries. Visionaries see into the future. Visionaries see clearly in the present. Visionaries see things that other people don't see. But there's challenges for visionaries. And one of them is using your present to actualize your vision. And that's why I have this tool here for you. It's a very good coaching tool, to help you actualize what you want to create in 2014, a better life, a promotion. Now, if you have been, some of you have been experiencing setbacks in your career, that's Saturn. Pay attention to what Saturn is showing you. Saturn is showing you where you may not be seeing things, or you need to change things, or you need to focus more on your work and not be distracted by other people. That could be one of the things that Saturn is revealing to you. So, now your ruling planet is direct and won't go retrograde until July 21st through December 21st. And so this is a time for you to, take action in your life and use Uranus to move forward, especially if you're using social media or if you're using, short distance travel to work, speaking, writing, teaching. Very good time for you to be focused on your projects and your writings and your music or whatever you're creating. Now, you have 2 supermoons this year. The new moon on January 30th is a supermoon. That's why January is really intense, because Mars is activated in the Pluto-Uranus, and it won't finish until June 25th, 2014. So, this energy is going to be like this. The most intense time will be January, but really April. I think April is going to be wow. And then October. Okay, so you have 2 supermoons. The new moon on January 30th is a supermoon. A supermoon is where the moon is closest to the Earth in direct alignment with the sun and the Earth. And that makes it extra powerful. So you have an extra powerful new moon, and then your full moon is on August 10th. And that is a supermoon too. So you are very important in 2014. And this is about new starts. This is about when you get to August, looking at everything you've been doing from January to August, right? So from January to August, almost February, that next 6 months, you're going to be reflecting back in August as to everything you've accomplished here in the first half of 2014. And your moons are hugely intense, powerful, important, significant, and breakthroughs, opportunities. Okay, and so the Uranus-Pluto square goes exact April 21st, and we have 2 eclipses in April. So we just come out of Mercury retrograde in your sign. It'll be just a little bit in Pisces and then mostly in your sign. And then in April, we have the total lunar eclipse, April 14th and 15th, in a sister sign, Libra, which is very good for you because this is about travel and education. This is about your future vision. This is about your beliefs. This is about your spirituality, expansion of consciousness. So this will pour positive energy into you. And this is very good. Then you have the 9 degrees Taurus solar eclipse. It's an annular solar eclipse on April 28th and 29th, and this happens in your foundation. This is the last one you're going to have here until 2032, 2033. And so some of you may move in April. Some of you may, like I said, start a home-based business. Some of you may, renovate where you are or buy property. All appropriate. And then we have a total lunar eclipse on October 8th and 9th at 15 degrees Aries. And this is again, where your Uranus is, your lower mind, your conscious mind, short distance travel. Some of you may buy a new car. Some of you may move to a city. Some of you may, start writing that book or that website, really using social media to your advantage. Very good time to do that. Partial solar eclipse, the last one in Scorpio at 0 degrees. And that's on October 23rd. And that is like the last of the touches of this North Node in Scorpio and the Saturn in Scorpio, because Saturn's going to enter Sagittarius on Christmas Eve, December 24th. And that will go into more of your goals and focus on your goals and the groups you belong to and your friends and what you need to evaluate there. Here with Scorpio, it's all about your career and what you do in the world, your reputation in the world, your profession in the world. Now, if you're retired or you stay-at-home person, it is your human beingness, your unique individual accomplishments in the world. Doesn't have to be money-making, but just your unique individual accomplishments in the world. Everyone has a 10th house. And so this last one in Scorpio is like the finishing touches of all the eclipses there, the North Node that's been there for the past 2 years, and the Saturn there. This is you're coming to the end of it. And then the eclipse is going to move more into an easier area, which has to do with the lower mind, the higher mind, short distance travel, long distance travel, speaking, writing, teaching, and then publishing it, marketing it, and selling it on the internet, selling it to the masses, whatever you're working on, whether it's music, art, services, products. So that's actually an easier placement for the eclipses than the Scorpio. And okay, and so we talked about the eclipses, and we talked about Uranus. You will have opportunities that are breathtaking and exciting with Mars here, that have to do with opportunities to travel, opportunities to teach, opportunities to make your way in the world as a world-class citizen. It's like you're making your way as a world-class citizen. It's really cool. Work and health is good because Jupiter is helping you. And then Jupiter will go into Leo in July 17th. And that's a really good placement because Leo is 7 signs from you. So now Jupiter is going to be bringing partners to you. Now, if you're already married, this only improves the marriage. It just makes the marriage better. It's like, yeah, we're on the same team. Yeah, we work together. Yeah, we're here for each other. And so this is really good. And Jupiter here can bring, for those of you that are single, can bring someone very significant into your life. So Jupiter can bring new love. Jupiter can bring new partnership. Jupiter can bring a new marriage. And that's really exciting. So, and that will be in there for a year. So you have help coming to you through other people July 17th on. And this is really cool and exciting. Now, if you feel stuck at times, it's creating restlessness with you, you want to channel your energy into productive pursuits. For you, it has to do with education. It has to do with using social media. It has to do with using the internet. It has to do with using the skills that you have to shift the energy into more productive channels. Okay, because energy builds up inside of us, and this is how we get sick, is the frustration builds up inside, and then, get the flu or something. And so you want to make sure that you're channeling that energy outward, you're channeling your frustration outward, and it will pay off for you. And I will go into detail as the months go on about the eclipses and the retrogrades and the Mercury retrogrades and the Pluto Uranus. The most intense times you want to pay attention to is going to be here in January, and then April. April is going to be really intense because Uranus and Pluto go exact. Mars and Jupiter are kicking it off, forming 4 squares and 2 oppositions, and we have 2 eclipses in April. But for you, they actually harmonize with you. I mean, the Libra does and the Aries does. The Taurus is more about perhaps some frustration at the workplace, some frustration with your career and where that's going. But you want to be patient with that because that's the last one. Once Saturn gets out of there, things will really start to open up. And then with the Jupiter moving into the area of relationships, and see what's cool is Jupiter is going to start trining Uranus, your ruler. And so this brings, that's my favorite aspects are the Uranus-Jupiter. And even if they conjunct or oppose, they still bring opportunities. But the trines are gifts from the gods. They're just like, whew, like, oh my God, I can't believe this was handed to me. And for you, it is in relationships and partnerships. So, you could, for those of you that are wanting to meet someone really good, you could meet someone who, you meet through community, you meet through social media, you could meet anywhere. And it's like a really good relationship. You're like, wow, this is really good. This person is really good for me. And it's very exciting. If you're already in a relationship, the two of you could just like go to a new level of love. Remember now, when we're in relationship, we want to be, putting our energy in there. We want to be, investing in the relationship so that we see the return. And, with Jupiter in harmony with Uranus, it's just fantastic. It is a fantastic energy, and it's a very beneficial energy. And so 2014 is going to be a year where you're going to have a lot of opportunity to travel. You're going to have an opportunity to promote your products and services via the internet. You're going to have travel opportunities to go to school or teach. You're still doing some cleanup work there in the unfinished business, and paying attention to how you get in your own way, how you hold yourself back. You want to pay attention to the money as far as because Neptune is still there, and make sure you're balancing your checkbook, doing the details. The devil's always in the details. It's a good time to start a new business. Again, you want to stay away from the Mercury retrograde. You want to stay away from the Venus retrograde. And if you can, the Mars retrograde. But again, you got to do what you have to do. I see relationships as a very strong theme for all of you in 2014, especially when Jupiter gets to Leo. And Jupiter is going to start making these harmonious aspects to Uranus. And then on December 24th, Saturn goes into Sagittarius, and that's going to start forming a grand trine with Jupiter and your ruling planet, Uranus, all of 2015. It's going to be amazing because, well, not all of it until Jupiter goes into Virgo. But Saturn and Uranus will, all of 2015, stay in mutual reception and, harmonious aspect with each other, because Sagittarius is in Uranus is in Aries, and Saturn will now be in Sagittarius, and Jupiter will be in Leo. And going into 2015, that's going to be really exciting. But, by the end of 2014, Saturn will be in Sagittarius, and Jupiter will be well into Leo, making harmonious energy flow with your ruling planet. Sudden opportunity, sudden breakthrough, sudden windfalls, sudden fortune, sudden, publishing, teaching, travel, relationship, love. Really strong for Aquarians in second half of 2014 and 2015, first half of 2015. So you have a lot to look forward to. There's a lot of goodness here for you. And again, stay out of the brouhaha with the Mars and the Pluto-Uranus, because you're really sensitive to other people's energies now. You'll notice that in 2014. Just take care of yourself. That's your job, is to take care of you so that you show up and deliver your best, and you're following your vision. Use the present to actualize your path to your vision, to your goals, to what you want to accomplish and achieve, and there'll be no stopping you in 2014. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for liking, favoring, and sharing my podcast, Aquarius. You're so awesome. Thank you for subscribing. You totally rock. And if you would like to work with me in 2014, it's very easy. The links are below. And until next time, who cares if the sky cares to fall in the sea? Who cares what banks fell at Yonkers, as long as you've got the kiss that conquers? Why should I care? My life is one long jubilee, as long as I care for you and you care for me.